Do not sign on the dotted line until you have water figured out. Do a well test, do a flow test, do a water purity test. Out here, La Center, Washington, high for iron. Yakult, Washington, higher for arsenic. There is stuff in the water that you want to make sure you're filtering out, and you have a really good idea of what that is. We do see it all the time where we will find arsenic and high iron contents in water. We end up putting a filtration system in or a filter depending on what's needed. Research the gallons per minute. How fast does the water actually come out of the well? Now, a simple Baylor's test is as easy as filling up a 5-gallon bucket and timing it to see how long it takes to fill up that bucket. Do some simple math, you're gonna get your gallons per minute. Out here, I can't tell you what an average gallons per minute is because water is super unpredictable. Now, my personal well at home is 30 gallons a minute, and it's at 390 feet. So if you go on Department of Ecology, the first thing you're gonna wanna do is go to all the neighboring properties and figure out how deep their wells are and what their gallon per minute is. Also, if you call a local well driller, which I would advise you to do to educate yourself, ask them, hey, what's the neighboring properties? This is the area I'm thinking about buying. How is the water? Is it high for arsenic? Is it high for iron? What's the status? And they're usually gonna be really good to tell you what the water availability is and give you a rough estimate of where you're gonna find water. The other thing is, and sometimes it's an unpopular opinion, get your well witched. Get someone to come out there and douse that well. These guys are crazy, but every time I've spent the money to witch a well, it's always paid off. And for the extra $1,000 on a $30,000 or $40,000 investment, it's money well worth it. One other thing to keep in mind, you pay the well driller either way, whether they find water or not. So make sure you're being conservative with your budgets. Budget a lot of money for a well and a well pump, and make sure you're able to get that water to your final destination.